The buyer window for buying quality assets at reasonable prices won't stay open forever, but it's open right now for investors who understand submarket dynamics. Here's how to allocate capital today. For investments, 60% allocation to Chesterfield County. Target stabilized assets built after 2000, with units above 900 square feet, accept current yields for defensive characteristics. These are assets that will weather supply pressure and maintain occupancy. Opportunistic investments, 25% allocation in Eastern Henrico County, focus on 80s and 90s vintage, needing capital improvement. Buy below replacement cost, execute value add strategies. This is where you create alpha through operation improvements and rent growth. Satellite investment, 15% allocation to Prince George County, accept lower liquidity for superior growth fundamentals. Target smaller properties where hands-on management drives performance. This is your growth allocation, high risk, high reward. Everywhere else, only at distressed pricing. Risk management becomes crucial. Maintain higher cash reserves, focus on shorter-term financing, and avoid properties requiring major capital expenditures in year one. Vacancy is forecast to rise moderately through late 2026 before stabilizing. Rent growth expected in the 1 to 2% range, rather than double-digit growth of 2021-2022. The buyer window for buying quality assets at reasonable prices won't stay open forever, but it's open right now for investors who understand submarket dynamics. Richmond remains attractive due to population growth, employment diversity, and business-friendly policies, but success requires precision in submarket selection. The days of buying anywhere in Richmond and making money are over. Now you need to know where institutional capital is deploying and where it's staying out. Richmond Multifamily offers opportunities, but they're increasingly concentrated in specific submarkets with specific characteristics. Opportunities do exist, but only for investors that know where to look. Build your strategy around today's buyer math and tomorrow's fundamentals. As tomorrow's capital is already repositioning, the question is whether you're ahead of the curve or behind it.